AFTV, first of all, I've got to get my man in here first, right? Now, this guy, he's a Liverpool fan. Last year, I saw him just before the game. What did you say the score was going to be last year?
5-1. 5-1.
Right? This year, I saw him just before the game. What did you say the score was going to be?
3-1.
Next year, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you next year, right? When you just stay away from me, yeah? Stay away from me next year.
Was that right? Was that right?
You were right. What did you make of the game?
You know what? I thought, we played how we should have played. The first half, we should have got at least 2 goals.
But don't you think Arsenal as well could have had a couple of goals? We were soaking it up. They had a big. Nicolas Pepe had the best chance of the first half.
Dangerous. Pepe looked dangerous, but what it is, thing with Arsenal, they just fall apart, and that's what they do. After that one goal, after that when we scored, I knew once we get that first goal, it's going to open up. Arsenal aren't going to be that defensive. They're going to try get the goal. We're going to catch them on the rebound, and we caught them on the rebound. And you know what? It's the best team in the world, Liverpool Football Club. Honestly.
All right, see you later now, yeah? You can go now. Bye. let me get Arsenal fan in. No, you know what? I like this guy, right? He's a good sport, man. You know what I mean? And he's got some very good honest. I didn't mean you had to go, I didn't mean you had to go, right? I was only joking. You ain't gonna get jumped, man. Don't worry. We got you, man. He's a Liverpool fan. He's got you. Right. I got an Arsenal fan in. Do you agree with what he says? Because we had the best chance of that first half, didn't we, apart from their goal?
Pepe has to score. It's that simple. Has to score, changes the game. You guys score the Liverpool score in half time. He has to make a sub.
And David Luiz, what was he doing for that? I mean, really, 2 kind of errors from him. He'll be kicking himself right now, won't he?
Well, we knew what we were getting. Can't say we didn't. Everyone called him a clown on transfer deadline day. I thought it was a pretty good signing.
I still think it's a good signing. Yeah. Listen, he's had a bad day at the office, but I still think, we couldn't get the centre-backs that we wanted. He was available. I still think there was other things he did in the game, blocks and things like that. I ain't really seen Arsenal. And he encouraged, brought that out in Socrates and other guys. I haven't really seen that in Arsenal. So whilst I understand, yes, it is Salah and he's a top player.
Well, I thought the same for Denis Ceballos. Really, really overhyped last week. I can't say I didn't expect this, but obviously you want your players.
Second game.
You want your players to do good.
Yeah.
But like Mo said last week, come to a big club. We played a diamond against Liverpool. We gave them an invitation to attack down the wings.
So you think tactically we got it wrong?
Well, it was working, I guess. But playing out from the back with a diamond, we didn't play out from the back once, and it really worked. The only way it worked was when we had long balls to Pepe, and when they pressed. Ober and Pepe, they don't really press that much. That's why we need Laka. Laka and Torreira came on, game was different. Albeit it was over, but, we saw the difference straight away. I can't see Xhaka and Guendouzi in the midfield ever again. I can't. Because they're both the same, they're slow. Guendouzi on his own with Willock and Torreira. That's the best 3 I think they're going to have.
Okay, let me get a Liverpool fan.
Okay, first
smiling.
Happy. Let me just say, first of all, I think he's played really well. First half, I thought he's done really well. He's kept us back. But the thing is, we're mentality monsters. We'll keep going. If Pepe scores that goal in the first half, the game's a lot different. But obviously, he never good for us. And then we scored the goal off a corner. Corner doesn't really show much from the game, if you know what I mean. So I think he's played really well in the first half, but Liverpool really good coming out in the second half. For the last few years, first half, I'm thinking last season was a 3-1. I think you guys scored first, and then Bobby floored a few man, put them on the floor. But I think he's played really well. And honestly, if you go to a few away games to the top 6, you'll play really well.
You can see, even though you still got to win fairly easily in the end, you can see improvements in Arsenal.
I can see a lot of improvements. Even when you scored the goal when it was 3-1, I thought maybe they're going to score a lover. Honestly, I can see a lot of improvements in Arsenal. I can see them playing a lot better than they were last season. But the thing is, Liverpool are a different kettle of fish, and I don't understand the negativity that's going around right now, because you're playing against the European champions. Let's not forget, we're the best team in the world. We've got Virgil van Dijk.
Right. Thank you. Let me get an Arsenal fan in. He's right at the moment, isn't it? They are a complete team. You looked at their team. That team's been around now for All right. That team's been around now for a very, very long time, and it showed our team's still in transition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tough one to like dissect because you can be very positive or you can be very negative. I looked at the game, and the striking thing is the width. You have Alexander-Arnold and you have Robertson. They're constantly coming at you. I don't remember Monreal getting down the left side once. Monreal didn't get down, or a killer ball. One killer ball across 6-yard box or anything for anyone to attack. So obviously, if you're looking at the negatives like that, they're miles ahead.
And that's where, eventually, what we're hoping, as somebody said yesterday, earlier on, we've got 2 players that we're looking to be our Robertson and Alexander-Arnold in Tierney and Bellerin, but unfortunately, at the moment, they're both injured.
So exactly, that's the width. And then when you look at the midfield of Liverpool, I heard Mo say it, Wijnaldum did a job on Ceballos today. They looked at last week, the performance he put in against Burnley. This is Liverpool away. Wijnaldum went off, like he said, 5 minutes after him, job done. Ceballos was out of the game. There's no threat from a number 10. There's no one in the middle to link up the play. So
to be fair to Ceballos, again, his second game. Right. So
I'm not going to sit here and just dig him out. But there's a few players I want to look at, like Xhaka. Like, I know everyone wants to dig him out and everyone wants to have their opinion on him, but you have to look at transitions in the middle of the midfield. When the ball's played out from the back and goes in the middle, it comes straight back to the back. Instead of going from the middle out or in the middle to the wing or to the right or to move the ball forward, it's coming back in because he's too slow in transition. Torreira, on the other hand, has a ball carrying ability. So when he gets the ball, defensively he's sound and he can turn and he can go forward with the ball and dribble and get forward with the ball. So I think that, like I said, I think 4-3-3 would have been perfect today with Torreira in the middle. Willock, I think he was great. For coming into the team, Liverpool away, big game, he done really, really well. So I was impressed with that. But like I say, there's 2 different ways to look at it. If you look at it with the positive way, you could say, look, Pepe scores that goal in the first half, it's a different game. He played really, really well, he got in behind, but it's a different game. Obviously, we didn't take our chance and we conceded at the 2 worst times. 5 minutes before half-time, 5 minutes after half-time. And then David Luiz, look, I don't know really what to say. I'm in the middle. I've heard both sides standing here today. I've heard you defending him. I've heard Mo calling him a clown. I don't know what to say. He does some things that just make me think, what are you doing? Salah's obviously going to touch the ball and be gone. He's going to go past, so why are you flying in? If you haven't anticipated it closely enough, you're going to have to hold back and wait for cover to come across. Just hold him as long as you can on the wing and don't let him go past you. Once he's touched the ball and you've flown in, that's it. Salah's going to finish it off and it's a goal. So you can't, and then the penalty is stupid as well. Like you've seen, I'm hoping obviously he becomes that leader that we're hoping him to be and he develops that partnership with Socrates. So moving forward we can develop. But at the end of the day, they're the European champions. You have to look at it with levels. We're going for the top 4 and we're going to hope obviously that we're going to go next week against Spurs, bounce back and the players have the best chance to stand up and beat them and obviously stake the claim for the top 4 as well.
You got the last word. You got that Van Dijk haircut, so we're going to give it the last word. And he's an Arsenal fan, all right. You got the last word.
Well,
Negative or positive?
Well, I thought it was a game that, we didn't take our chances and we got punished by a really quality team in the end. So I thought we had the chances to change the game in the first half, which we didn't take. And for that reason, against a quality team like this, we get done 3-1 today.
Can we beat Spurs next week?
I hope so, man, because I'm heading to the game, and nothing would make me more happier than to beat the scum next week. That's for sure.